Mary Siri Carney, and you have 5 minutes, Senator.
Thank you, Cathaoirleach, and thank you very much, Minister, for coming in and taking this motion. It is really good news that we're extending for 2 weeks, and that there is a paid benefit from the state, a statutory benefit that goes with that. It's really, really good news, and we all welcome it, no doubt. Certainly, in an environment where baby places in childcare facilities and even toddler places where there is that staff to child ratio is particularly tight or particularly intense, there is a huge shortage. So the longer the parents can be at home in a paid capacity with their children, the better that is. This leave is a really particularly good leave. From the very beginning, back when the Shannon had to sit in the Dáil chamber was when this first came through the House, and at the height of COVID. And I noted then that the description of parents and the description of who could be the beneficiary of this leave left it open that surrogacy families could benefit from this leave. And I have here a memo from the Minister's Department talking about all of the leaves that surrogacy families could benefit from. All throughout, I mean, last night we had the Assisted Human Reproduction Bill completed in the Dáil. It's now moving into the Shannon. In a matter of weeks, there will be an ability for families to ensure that they have parental rights over their child that will be born through surrogacy from pretty much the birth of that child. But absolutely necessary to that is that there is also some sort of surrogacy leave. Now, there are fantastic employers out there who have already moved ahead of our statutory benefits, but my problem with the memo from the Department of Children, and I had hoped it to be Minister O'Gorman, my problem with it is that it sets no timeline of when surrogacy leave will be delivered. And your own words from the Minister's speech are, you know, these are crucial formative years. There are crucial formative months when particularly a mother who was unable to carry the pregnancy of her own child really needs to be at home and financially supported by the state, if not her employer, if she's not lucky enough to work for one of these employers. They're really crucial times. And in my own instance, I literally got off a plane and went to work with my child strapped to me, and I continued working for 6 months and for all the way with my child in a wrap all of the time, and kept her close to me, kept her with me, but I had to work because I had no other choice. Now I was self-employed, so there's a little bit of a difference in that, I suppose, as well. But I did work for an organisation at the time, but we just couldn't. There was no way of invoking to say, actually, I want to be here. So the only other alternative was that, fortunately, I did have an employer who was prepared to let me have her with me all the time. But there are other families where they've already spent a fortune in trying to go through surrogacy, and then to come back and to have to go back to work, to not have that statutory entitlement to surrogacy leave that is akin to maternity leave and adoptive leave. That is a real deficit, and it is the job of the Department of Children to do that. They know, they're aware, they know all that. I actually believed until a year and a half ago that this was about social protection, because it's social protection that would pay it, until it became very clear that actually it was the Department of Children. So there's been loads of time to work on it. There's been loads of time to do it. It should be, Minister Donnelly and the team in health have been extraordinary in getting us to the place we are in now. We're 95% there. There's another 5% to be dealt with in a bill in September, but actually surrogacy leave should be in that bill in September, and children could add it in as an amendment. There's going to be a miscellaneous health provisions bill that will deal with the last tidy up bits of the AHR, but there's no reason why there couldn't be a statutory entitlement there. There are lots of ways that it can be done, that it can be contemporaneous with the birth of the child, when we're providing for guardianship at the time of the birth of the child, awaiting a parental order. So there's no reason why a bespoke solution can't be given that gives that statutory entitlement and then allows for that crucial bonding in those crucial formative months. But thank you again, and I really welcome. It's great news today, but this is another piece of work that needs to be done. Thank you.